Hello and welcome to another Rainware developer video log. We no longer have creating an RTS game with Godot, we now have creating an RTS survival game with Godot. So welcome to our new project. Because the latest project has been cancelled, we are working on a new project and this will be a survival RTS game. Today I show the first scenes of the prototype we have at this stage and at this moment, and I will talk a bit about the game itself and show you a lot. So let us jump into the game scene. So this is our game scene, a little bit to our story. We are a lost expedition team containing of 5 expedition members. At this point all of them looks the same, have the same animations and are same rotated. That will be changed later, but the story is we are a lost expedition team. You can imagine yourself how we get lost. So maybe we are shipwrecked, maybe there was an error in the timeline and we rifted through a gate and now we are lost in an unknown world with an unknown planet whatsoever. So the story is very variable at the moment, so we can make something like we are on another planet, we are in another timeline, or we are just on a lonely island, etc. So what is the goal of the game? As usually in survival games, we have to make sure that our crew members will survive. We will need to eat, we will need to sleep, and we will not need to defend ourselves and our basic camp, which you can see here, to defend against enemies we will confront later. A little bit is already implemented. Those assets are most likely placeholders, but some of them already make some sense. So the stone circle in the mid here should be our campfire later. Here we will be able to cook some food, or maybe we cover us here or gather us here if it's night on our planet and we have to rest or something like that. We have already here an object. This is our crafting table where we will be able to create new tools or weapons later, but at this stage the crafting table is broken and we first have to repair the table before we can actually start to craft something. So as we can see in the little pop-up here, which is already working on mouse over, we need 20 branches and 5 flintstones to repair this table. Yeah, to gather them it's pretty simple. We can already select our crew members. We can of course do multi-select of all of them. We can also switch them later on. I will show that in a minute. Yeah, now our first task would be something like we take one of them and starting to gather some flintstones. The animation here is just placeholder as set, and now we have gathered our first flint. You can see in the inventory it was added. So if I select another one, the inventory is empty. And here we have one flint. We can now of course take another one of these expedition members and gather some branches. It's the same move, so we click them just with right click on them and let them gather some branches, and the branch is added to our inventory. Now we will bring the branch to our table by just right clicking, and yeah, my member is already repairing it, and as you can see in the repair progress we have gathered one branch and repaired it, and now we are at 4% of repairing and there's more stuff missing. So let's gather some more branches. We can of course use for that multiple units, so we have more branches here around, and of course we have all of our 5 members and all of them can be used at the same time. So we can also do some kind of multitasking, which will be very interesting in the game later, because multitasking and mechanics in general will be very important in the game. So I want to make it a little bit harder than usual games, so you have to make a good tactic and strategy, yeah, how actually you want to accomplish things, and yeah, how you just distribute them to the different places. Yeah, another thing is we have at the moment, even if you can't see it, but the inventory limit is for 3 slots. So if I now try to gather one more, I will get an error message here with inventory is full and I can't gather anymore. So what I want to do is to bring them back into the repairing table, and yes, we have put in 3 of them and we need more stones for that, and of course some more branches. What I have done so far is I placed a little bit of the environment here. As you can see, I can do already some scrolling with the camera. We have the selection rectangle. I can zoom in a little bit and zoom out. And I placed some basic buildings to work with, but most likely most of them here is grass. Top there's a border already, and down there's another border. So this is very basic. As I said, this is all prototyping at the moment. There will be changed a lot of. All the assets I use here are placeholders, and of course we will design our own assets later and use them. I have a basic pathfinding for sending my members around, so they usually should somewhat not collide with the objects and find a pathing, even if it's not working as expectation in all cases. Sometimes it's a bit weird and a little bit off, so I have to work with that. It's very early in the development, and it will take some time to make it flawless. We can also, of course, select multiple members at once and also command into one place. But as you can see, the other one tries to stand in a way where he is, and so he is running endlessly. This is also one thing I have to fix later on. But yeah, I'm pretty proud that already I have get something to work. Also, the little progress bars are working. We have a small text showing what's going on, and what I have implemented today is I can also finish the table. So yeah, we need just one more branch, and if I put in this branch, we also have repaired this table, and as you can see, the table is repaired, and I cannot put in any more materials by now. So if I would click there, nothing happens, and he's just colliding. So this one is now repaired. So normally what the next step would be is if a member is in range of the table, he would be able to craft the first tools or the first weapons, whatever you need. And of course you need the materials for that. So there will be more materials around. Of course, later on there will be also enemies around where you have to be very careful, because I plan to have animals which just kill you if you are not prepared for. So that makes the whole place very dangerous. And also our graphic theme and story is considered to be very evil and dangerous. So at the moment everything looks kind of cute, and yeah, we're just gathering stuff and everything is very peaceful and harmful, not very harmful. But that will change dramatically with our theme and with our assets. Yeah, so one thing I wanted to show you is if I have, so every member from my team has his own inventory, and if I select multiple members of one at once, I of course have to show somewhat the inventory. So my solution here is the unit with the red border here is selected and the inventory is shown. If you want to see the inventory of the other one, you have to change the selection, and as you can see, the inventory is also changing. It's the same logic as been used in Warcraft 3, I think. You will also be able to later on use guilds, etc., and then it will be the same logic behind that. Yeah, that's my first preview of this prototype and my first thoughts about it, and yeah, just showing you some progress. I hope you liked the video log for today. I hope you liked the progress. I would like to hear your feedback, your questions to the game, whatever. Please let me know about them, write them below the video. Please check out my Patreon. I do a daily dev diary at the moment, and you can read it even if you are not a Patreon of mine. It's just the platform where I publish it for now. So you can read every day my thoughts and some screenshots. You can see some screenshots, what I'm working on, etc. So make sure you check out Patreon, follow my channel, leave a like, comment below, whatever. And if you are interested in the game, please let me know. Please share your thoughts, please share your ideas, and I hope to see you within the next video. Bye!